Amanda Raquel with AmandaMuxic, Chicago's favorite and friendly voice coach.
Okay, so, when I get fed up, I be trying to keep my mouth shut. Lord, I be trying to keep my mouth shut. But I got to go ahead and we got to clear some things up so that we can reduce the level of anxiety amongst those who are artists and singers, as well as just people who are in the world, who are trying to create something out of nothing. It doesn't exist but in your mind, okay? And this is important because I want to, first of all, differentiate. This is not you're maintaining something. This is not I got to go get a job or I have to keep the job I have. Those are all honorable things to do and they have their place. But those positions exist, or those systems to acquire those positions exist. We're talking about nothing exists. Like no one's ever seen what you're about to do. We're talking about like, that ain't never been done before. That song's never been written before for my singers. That type of artist has never been produced before. It only exists in your mind. How do the world calls it manifested? How do we bring to pass what God has deposited, this dream, this idea that's inside of you that you probably have been procrastinating on and, sabotaging? All of us do it because it's too scary. It doesn't exist. You're like, how? Gee. And so there's ain't but two ways to go about doing this. And I want to give you the way I describe how you go about doing this. And I thought we'd just have a little chit chat over a little bit of, it's coffee, but when it's in a small cup like this, I think it's called a cortado. Ooh, am I being cute? I'm being special, ain't I? There's one way to go about doing it, and there's another way to go about doing it. One way is going to cause you a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a whole lot of, drugs, a whole lot of medicating, a whole lot of misery. Okay, a bunch of plastic surgery and a bunch of just bad friends around you, and just name it. That's gonna be your life. I have literally seen it on both ends. I've done both. Okay, I've had 5 companies. The first 2 were done, and the first one and the last one are done right. The second, third, and fourth one were just done the way that I'm about to describe first. Wrong. Okay, and I've worked with a lot of artists. My first company was working with artists and with models, and my last company, I'm back working with artists, including myself. And so I'm very familiar on both sides of what it looks like to do it well and to do it poorly, and how it looks like with fame with it, right? Because now you got to hide the fact that your life is a mess until they expose you. Because they're going to try to expose you. Girl, the word is so trifling. So anyway, the first way that we typically go about trying to achieve and acquire our dreams is we chase it. I'm chasing my dreams, y'all. I'm chasing my dreams. I'm hustling. I'm grinding. I'm so through. And we got this conversation literally like consuming now the marketplace. It's all over the internet. It's all over the IG. You know what I'm saying? Make that paper, secure the bag. And there's nothing wrong with that. God has never had a problem with you having money. He has an issue with you serving and worshiping and loving it, where you be doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing, including selling your whole body. I'm looking at people are selling themselves. Like ain't nobody selling you. You selling yourself. As if you're not valuable and full of awesomeness. As if you have not been divinely crafted. You selling a piece of yourself, trying to be successful because you're chasing a dream. That thing get old, because everybody get old. I'm 40 this year. Everybody's going to get old and irrelevant. And you need to be able to peacefully navigate what the seasons look like and how to go about creating a family, having good friends, staying married if you're going to get married. Not catching the STD, not having to go to Planned Parenthood or find somebody to, take an abortion. Because it's all kind of crazy stuff that we're doing because we're just not making wise choices as we chase dreams, as we chase to try to get a man to help us manufacture our dreams. We chase to try to get somebody to, especially our singers, hook us up in ways that we don't need. So as you chase the dream, you get tired. That's how you know you're chasing it. You chasing it because in front of you, it's going to always be elusive. It's never something that you're going to actually acquire. That's how it's set up in that way. It's never something you actually get. Even when you get it, you want more, right? So you never are content and you keep chasing. The signs of us chasing our dreams is that we still crying in the middle of the night. We still have depression. There's still a bunch of anxiety. You don't like nobody around you. You don't trust nobody around. Are y'all listening to me? This is the truth. I'm not trying to have any more of these videos of these people who are so glossy and they're miserable. I need y'all to get the truth. You can have the dream. There's just two ways to go about doing it. If you're chasing it, I want to literally think of you like there's a carrot stick in front of you and you're running after that sucker for your whole life. That is one way to go about doing that. Okay, and you'll look at whatever the new hot trend is, the hot thing is, and you will compromise yourself, your values, anything that, whatever you used to stand on is going to be boop out the window because you're running, trying to get something that you can have anyway. You can have these things. There's nothing, God is not saying he can't have it. As a matter of fact, he put it in you. That's why it's so ridiculous. And I have done this, so there ain't no shade. There's no shame. I've done it. So I'm speaking from experience. So there's no condemnation if you ain't getting it from me. If your toes hurt, then your toes hurt. And that's okay. I already wore the shoes. So I know your feet hurt. When you run all day. Now, y'all know I'm funny, but I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Chasing your dream means that you always feel like you can't, you're always losing it. You're always trying. I'm trying. Okay? That trying is the proof that you're chasing. That is not the way that God wants you to do it, and it's not even necessary. Even if you took God out of the program, and I don't suggest you do because you're going to need him, it's not necessary. That's dream chasing, all right? And you hear it all the time. If anybody's going to teach you and share with you and Instagram brag with you about how they chase their dream, I suggest you think long and hard, real strong about whether or not you want to get on that same track with them. Do you want to be on that hamster wheel running with them, both of y'all with a carrot stick in front of you trying to get your dream? The second one is not a dream chaser, it's a dream catcher, okay? You just going to catch this dream. You're going to catch this thing. Now, it comes in seasons. The way dream catchers work is you have to be actually talking to the person who gave you the dream. I know y'all don't want to talk to him, but y'all going to have to talk to him. One way, you're going to talk to him now or later. You're going to talk to him. He's going to say, why didn't you do what I asked you to do? Why didn't you do what I created, equipped you to do? Why didn't you share the gift that I gave you? And this is me. He done it to me too. Amanda, what's going to be your excuse? Well, I thought they might not like me. That's your excuse? What's going to be your excuse? Well, I didn't want to offend anybody. That's going to be your excuse? What's your excuse? I ain't going to be up here talking to the Lord about why I didn't do what he created me to do because I was scared. That's not what we're going to do this. We're not going to do that. He's going to look at me and go, good job, kid. Well done. That's what's going to happen. I know him. He know me. There's not going to be no misunderstanding. Because one thing is for sure. No matter who we all going to be dead in a minute. And we're not really controlling much of anything. If you're not looking out in the globe, you can see nobody really running nothing. Nobody's running nothing, right? A virus will take us out. So if you're not talking to him, then you can't hear the next step. That's the whole point. When I was like, I'm about to go sing down regularly, he's like, no, you're not going to sing now. You're going to coach now. What? No, I missed something. That was the next step. Now, I can catch the dream. I thought I wasn't going to even be a qualified to help anybody. I was wrong. I've been helping like hundreds of people. I had no idea. I had been helping people, didn't even know I was helping them already. I was like, this is what you're going to do next. It works with your life as a mother. This is what you've asked for me. You wanted a company that you could manage, that you could help people, and this is what it's going to be. And so I had to, without feeling equipped, start and prepare. That's how you prepare. You start preparing. You assume your gift will make room for you. You assume he know you better than you know yourself, and he does. I mean, so far he batting 100 with me. I don't know about y'all, but he be right every time. It be annoying sometimes, but like, nah, I'm gonna get him this time. I'm gonna be right this time, ain't I, JC? He be like, wait for it. And if the Joker's got witnesses, like hundreds of witnesses, after he die, and he wake up and he walking around again, I really should just assume he gonna pull it off, even if it look like he ain't gonna pull it off. So when he tells me this is what we doing next, I be like, Okay, this is what we're doing next. And I begin to prepare. That's how you catch a dream. You listen, you pay attention, you talk to God, you listen to God. He will tell you. He ain't trying to keep secrets from us. He like, I want you to do what I asked. I made you for it. I want you to do this. I ain't trying to be, I'm not elusive. Just seek me first. Seek the kingdom of God. All this stuff is going to be added. All that stuff you want, all that little, you know, the stuff that's glittering, the juicy, the friends, the whatever you think you need, the fame, the money, all that stuff comes. Okay? But you got to get it the way that I want you to have it so that you're not bowing down to it and so you're not exhausted and chasing it and afraid that you're going to miss it and have to have weed because you're so full of depression. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's not how I want you to have it. I don't want you to do it that way. I want you to require it just in the seasons that I give it to you because I will prepare you, and you have to prepare your character and your heart. You got to prepare your ability to say no without hurting people. You have to be able to say yes when you're scared and you think you're not qualified. So there's so many things that you have to be able to rest in me for. So as it comes, let's just prepare for it. So now I'm feeling that he's like, okay, we're going to start moving into artistry. I'm like, ooh, I'm the artist. I don't think I'm ready, Lord. I've been sitting here with these quarantine pounds. Jesus, Lord Jesus, homeschooling these kids. Y'all know I love my babies, but I ain't no homeschooling. I'm sitting here homeschooling these kids. Like, how are we going to switch into Miss Glam, right? Her. How am I going to just be her? He's like, you know what to do. I told you this is coming. Just like I told Joshua, I told you it's coming, so prepare. So I'll give you an example, like something I've been doing. And it's been hard, y'all. I just started it. One is I'm working on my health, right? So I'm changing the diet so that my lifestyle will support what's coming. Either he said it or either it's coming or it's not coming, right? So I'm preparing my lifestyle in a more intense way. I've already had a pretty good lifestyle, but really making sure my mind is strong, really making sure my body is strong. And my body, I'm recognizing, is just weak. It's weaker. It's good for this life, but I cannot sustain the notes I want to sustain. I can't hit it without second guessing because I've been coaching other people. I have not been training myself, right? I'll give you an example. One of the songs that is an excellent training ground is the Star Spangled Banner. That song is just hot. That song is going to just, you don't eat no donuts on that song. You just come in light and just be ready to box with that song, okay? And so when I think about, well, where do I want the song to go? I'm still trying to figure out, the notes I want to hit. How do I want to finesse it? It would be more like, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. I don't feel confident enough singing it yet. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. That's cute, but that ain't my best. Right? Now we got to build a song. And the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air. I'm not supporting that the way I know I can support it when I'm strong. So I need to prepare. Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? I want more vibrato. My daddy's Danny Hunt. I know how to train. Or is it or? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the... I'm already out of breath, y'all. I gotta prepare. Brave, the brave, the y'all, I'm winded. I'm not ready. I'm gonna get ready. I might, but I ain't dope like I know I can be. That's what you do when you're catching a dream. believe that God says what we're doing, and go get ready. If your dream involves something other than singing, go get ready. If you're going to be a mom accountant, figure out the new tax laws. If you're going to be, like, prepare. Learn what it takes to build a company. Learn what it takes to market. Like, learn the things that you have to do. But do not chase and then be singing, your singing already whack. You sound like everybody else. And somebody else is manipulating and using your gift that God gave you because you're trying to make something happen that he's going to make happen. He's going to do it, or he's a liar, and he's not. But if you're not listening, and if you're not preparing so that your gift will just make room for you and you'll have the wisdom to navigate. Let me tell you something. I already had 3 record label deals offered to me, and I was like, that ain't a good deal. Now, at the time, we didn't know it was called 360. We just knew it wasn't no good deal. I didn't know years later that this would be the time that we'd be investigating going out on our own to do it. And now I'm like, well, this climate, this digital world, this fits me more. Right? It fits me more than somebody telling me what they're going to do and when they're going to shelf me. That don't work for my personality type. But I didn't know that's how we were going to do it. Okay? There's no way you could know it. At that time, the record label was booming, right? I guess I've been around way too long. Now I've been around too long. So the point is, that's the difference between dream chasing and dream catching. Either you're going to pull this bigger than life dream off, which means you're going to be exhausted, or you're going to compromise yourself. You're going to do stuff that you can't believe. How did I even get here? I'm telling you, I have literally mentored and counseled those people. Like, well, let's think through how we got here. How did we end up sleeping with this many people? How did we end up doing things that we never thought that we would do? I know that world. So you're going to either chase this dream and the devil going to play you, or you're going to catch it. You're going to sit back here. You're going to prepare. I got work to do on this Star Spangled Banner, Lord. I got to develop my diaphragm. I got to get my pelvic floor stronger. I got to get my body stronger. I got to shed about 10, 15 more pounds just so I can be ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get ready. But after I get snatched, I'm going to say, put me in, coach. When he launches me and he says, if you want to be your help, I will exalt you. I will do it. I'll give you the platform. I'm going to be ready. I'm going to know when to say yes. I'm going to know when to say no. I'm not going to sabotage myself. I know those things, those thoughts. I'm going to be able to share myself generously and not wonder who like me, who is going to be okay if you don't. It's going to be all right. He's growing me. And that's what you do. You just sit and say, okay, I heard you, Lord, and you prepare. You prepare. And he will make that thing happen for you. Y'all pray for me while I be up in here practicing this Star Spangled Banner. It's the build. And you singers know when you like, okay, that's a high mountain. We gonna climb that? I'm like, we gonna climb it. We gonna climb that. The brave! We gonna climb it.